Yesterday morning began high in the mountains of Mindanao at a place called Mountain View College. This place is known across the Philippines as the Mountain of Light and the Mountain of Refuge. It's not just a nickname, it's the legacy of God's miracles on this mountain. Years ago, when rebel insurgents stormed the gates with trucks full of armed men, something happened that eyewitnesses still tell with tears in their eyes. Giant angels appeared, lifted the trucks, and physically turned them around. No shots fired, the rebels left. Another time, as danger closed in, an angry swarm of bees descended from trees, chasing intruders off campus. And when threats gathered at the main gate, they say that ferocious dogs stood as sentinels. No one knew where they came from. They stood guard until the danger passed. This campus is called the Mountain of Light because when the region sat in darkness, this mountain glowed at night. After pastors prayed for God's leading, they discovered a hidden spring, built a hydroelectric plant, and lit the entire campus, the only bright spot for miles. At night, it shined like a beacon that can be seen in every direction. And it's called the Mountain of Refuge because for decades, God has sheltered his people right here. Just as Psalm 34 verse 7 says, "The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them." From that mountain miracles, we came down to Valencia City for night 3 of our evangelistic meetings. All week, heavy rains hammered the city, flooding streets and drowning out our sound system. We prayed for the skies to open, and for the first time since I arrived, the rain stopped. God cleared the heavens. Last night's message was God's hand on the human events. I told them God is in control of world events and the rise and fall of empires, all of these things culminating to the second coming of Jesus. Over 100 non-Christians, Catholic and Muslim and others, came out to hear about a God who not only controls world events, but is creating a kingdom just for them, for relationship, for rest, and for redemption. Afterward, a family told me, "We never heard of this prophecy found in the biblical book of Daniel." They were shocked that they now have proof that God exists and that the Bible is trustworthy as God's sure and certain word. They made a decision to follow Jesus, and that decision reminded me, prophecy and the truth about God's love is still a surprise to so many, and it's worth everything to share it. From a mountain where angels still walk to a city where God opened the skies so the gospel could be preached, his hand is still writing stories of miracles and hope in Mindanao. If God has ever cleared the skies in your life, removing an obstacle that seemed impossible, share your story in the comments. Your testimony could be the light that someone else needs tonight.